The ANCYL's legal team says it will today launch a formal appeal to the organization's National Disciplinary Appeals Committee, and Isandla Institute says political wrangling and infighting between parties is hurting South Africa's citizens. Ambusisiwa Khatebo with the latest news update. The ANC Youth League's legal team says it will today launch a formal appeal to the organization's National Disciplinary Appeals Committee against the judgment passed on the Youth League's top 6 members. Today is the deadline for the 6 to appeal against their punishments, which include lengthy suspensions. The appeals committee is chaired by ANC heavyweight Cyril Ramaphosa and includes other senior members like Trevor Manuel and Jesse Duarte. The suspended president of the ANCYL, Julius Malema, will be in the Free State today to deliver a memorial lecture in honor of a former Provincial League chairperson, Teboho Sikisi, who was killed in a car accident 2 years ago. Empowerment property tycoon Shabangu has explained his request to appear in Parliament regarding the growing controversy over the ICD headquarters lease. Shabangu says he no longer owns a building in central Pretoria that was leased to the Independent Complaints Directorate for more than it can afford. Shabangu has asked to appear before Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Police. He says he wants to clear his name.
The documents that I've sent through to Parliament, there's a deed of sale attached to it, the transfer of shares attached to that document, everything. It's in that document. And it's not, a professional way for Department of Public Works to say they don't know anything about that. Before we sold the building, we informed them. Even after the building was sold, we told them that we are now out. I'm surprised that, Public Works don't know, anything about that.
The Special Investigating Unit and the Public Protector are investigating the ICD's lease of the City Forum office block in Vermeulen Street, Pretoria. Gauteng police are hunting for a group of heavily armed men who shot and wounded 2 officers during an ATM bombing in Alexandra, northern Johannesburg. The police's Lungelo Dlamini says the officers were driving down 15th Avenue when a group of ATM robbers fired on them. He says one officer is fighting for his life at hospital.
2 officers were shot and wounded when they were attending an ATM bombing in Alexandra. One of the officers was shot in the head, and he's at the intensive care unit at the hospital. We have launched a manhunt for a group of about 8 suspects.
And lastly, public interest think tank Isandla Institute says political wrangling and infighting between parties is hurting South Africa's citizens. They'll be hosting a round-table discussion in Cape Town early next month to consider the role political parties play in strengthening local governance. Corruption, nepotism, and a lack of skilled staff have also been identified as among the other key issues hampering service delivery in municipalities. Pamela Masiko Kambala, a local government policy researcher at Isandla, says they want parties to put South Africans before their own interests. Catch the latest news anytime here on Newsbreak Option 1.